Upper90studios.com.
Upper90studios.com. Today's podcast number 22 for Tuesday, July 2nd, 2013.
On today's show, we cover all the latest summer transfers. Rooney, Mourinho, Neymar, we got it.
We're coming up on 2.5 million video views. We have a brand new website. You can now reply to us or share your podcast by recording your own voice right through our website at the touch of a button. Let us know what you think, upper90studios.com. All right, let's start with Neymar.
Yep.
That's the biggest name so far.
Yeah, biggest transfer of the summer, I guess.
Barcelona, he's going to fit right in.
Yeah, with the diving?
Yeah, his Matrix-style flips.
Oh, what a flop. Yeah, I don't mean like, he's going to be a disaster. I think he's just going to flop a lot.
I mean, he's incredibly talented, but some of the stuff, that it's just unnecessary.
Actor.
Biscuits and
Dani Alves.
Dani Alves.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be perfect.
Sanchez. He's the worst.
Alexis?
And maybe Suarez might join them over there.
I don't know if Alexis Sanchez stays. He might leave.
Hold on. Can you imagine Suarez, Ronaldo, all in the same league, and Sanchez and Neymar? Can you imagine the kind of cheating and diving and arm flailing in the air whenever they don't get a call?
You forgot Di Maria.
Oh my God, Di Maria. These guys, it's going to be so much fun to watch the La Liga next year.
Yeah, it's going to be awful. I'm really glad actually that Mourinho's back in England just so I don't have to watch that league as much or as closely.
Is Ronaldo going to follow him there?
It doesn't look like it at this time.
Oh man, he's teasing people by saying that he wants to go back to Manchester United.
He says he's really happy, but he misses United. I don't know. I guess money's going to talk.
Yeah, it's probably just to get a better contract.
Well, that's all it is for him.
Forget about the La Liga, because it's ridiculous.
No, but we should talk about Neymar. I mean, he is.
Yeah.
He's going to come in. He's going to probably take some pressure off of Messi, I guess.
Best player of the tournament for the Confederations Cup.
He played well.
Balotelli, I think, would have gotten it too.
If they'd made it that far, yeah, sure.
But they would have probably made it with him there.
Yeah, then again, I mean, look at the teams that they played.
But he completely surprised me, though, Balotelli, this tournament.
Why?
Because I don't like the guy. But he's 24 for 24. That's ridiculous. I've never heard of something like that.
Although Italy and penalties, anytime they go up, I always think they're going to lose.
I always think of Roberto Baggio when he kicked it over against Brazil in the World Cup.
Let's talk about the English Premier League.
Let's talk about the Premier League.
Yeah.
Mourinho.
Yep. Biggest move of the summer right there. I don't care what players come in. That's the move.
Well, I was afraid because Ferguson retired. All of a sudden, the Premier League is going to lose a little bit of the spark. But here comes Mourinho, gives everyone a lift. The press, the media, it's going to be a little bit of a circus atmosphere. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be good.
Yeah, and Pellegrini, you got a couple of new faces coming in. And, of course, David Moyes. Everybody's thinking, oh, this guy's pretty good. But what's he going to do at United? It's not the same. It's just not the same.
But he's never won away at Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester United, and another one of the big teams. Either Arsenal or I don't know which one.
Well, his reign starts today, so...
Let's talk about Mourinho now in Chelsea. They're looking real good. I mean, they have Oscar, Mata, Hazard, and get rid of Torres. They'll be all right.
Yeah, you got Demba Ba. I mean, he's a good player.
He's all right. I'm not sold on Demba Ba.
He's
a little too lanky.
Lukaku.
I like
back.
Lukaku.
Yeah.
Lukaku is good.
He looked great at West Brom last year.
Scored 17 goals last year. He's scoring for fun. So I think Mourinho is going to give him a chance. I don't think he likes Demba Ba as much.
Yeah, he might get loaned. Who knows?
I think Chelsea overpaid for Ba, and they panicked. Torres is being Torres.
Well, Demba Ba or Fernando Torres. Who do you pick?
Option C. But now they have a new guy. Andre Schürrle, who is this German kid. I think he's 20-something years old, coming from Bayer Leverkusen.
Well, I saw some of Leverkusen's games last year. He's good.
He shoots from outside the box with both feet. He play on the wing. Or he can play center forward. He likes to play out on the left. I
mean, you mix a guy like that with Hazard, and you're in trouble. Any defense, anywhere, you're in trouble.
Because what happens now is Chelsea has got this great attack. They go forward with Mata, Oscar, Hazard. They give the ball to Torres, and he trips on the ball. And he trips on his own feet.
Or he skies it.
Oh, my God. He's horrible. So I can't wait to see him play. I think he's going to terrorize defenses, especially Vidic and Rio Ferdinand. They can't keep up with these guys, these younger players.
How much time are they going to get on? Well, we're going to talk about them when we talk about United, but how much playing time do you think the old guys are going to get? I don't see him getting as much time as I don't see him getting as much starting time as last season.
His knee is broken.
Well, when they played those 3 games.
His knee is never going to be the same. I mean, it twisted so bad in the Champions League.
Well, since we're talking about Chelsea, before we move on, where's El Nino going?
I have no idea.
No, he's going back to Spain.
He could go to QPR, maybe.
I don't think he's going to QPR.
I think he might go to QPR.
Now, come on. I could see him at like Valencia or something.
No, where did he play? He played for Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, I know. And, they lost Falcao. Actually, that almost makes sense.
No,
for them.
They're not going to take him back. I don't think anybody in their right mind would take Fernando Torres back at this moment.
I'd take Fernando Torres for Benfica.
Ugh.
I would take him.
No way.
He'd be good.
I'd rather take a chance on some kid.
He'd be great.
Yeah, Benfica's all sad. They get all the younger guys from Uruguay, Paraguay,
Brazil,
Argentina, and they build them up, pay $1 million for them, and sell them for 20, 30, 40.
Yeah.
They're not going to spend the money on Torres. Let me say something about Mourinho, too. Reporters, as soon as he got to Chelsea, the first question they asked him, are you going to bring any Portuguese players into Chelsea? Why would you? Portugal sucks right now. They're horrible.
There's just no one there that you would want.
No, just because he's Portuguese, he's not stupid. This is an intelligent guy. So what is he doing? Who's the best? What are the best national team at the moment?
Well, okay, so maybe that was an intelligent question. Who's the only Portuguese player you would possibly bring to Chelsea?
Ronaldo.
Well, there you go. So that was an indirect way of asking, is Ronaldo coming to Chelsea?
That's possible. But either way, he's not bringing anybody Portuguese. The only players he's going to bring are German. Because he already did it at Real Madrid. He knows what he's doing. He brought Ozil. He brought Khedira. Now he already brought another guy, Andre Schürrle.
I could see him bringing Khedira. That's a name I could see him bringing over to Chelsea for sure. Because
And two players said nice words about him when he left Real Madrid, Ozil and Khedira. That was it. Just the two guys.
Yeah.
That was the only two players that praised him when he left. Everybody else threw him under the bus.
Yeah, all right, that's all fine and good, but really the biggest name out there right now of undecided players is Cavani.
Cavani, yeah, I hope he goes to Chelsea, personally. I mean, can you imagine?
That would be ridiculous.
Can you imagine Cavani with Oscar, Mata, and Hazard?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. And you put Schürrle in there with Lukaku as a backup. That's a mean offensive lineup.
Yeah, he's fast and he's skilled and he just puts the ball in the back of the net.
And he was
from anywhere.
To me, he was probably the best player in Confederations Cup. Cavani. He was amazing.
I would agree. I mean, yeah, he scored a lot of goals against crappy teams, but
stop it.
He was definitely one of the better
involved.
players.
He was always involved, and he's got the goals to back it up.
Yes.
And Suarez, even though he was named to be a Golden Ball winner, he was the biggest flop at the tournament.
Yeah, he was awful.
I don't know how he got nominated for that. Unbelievable. What a scam.
Because he didn't bite anybody.
Stop it.
Come on, that's an improvement.
No, he's better now.
Sure. Never mind.
He's full. Full.
Chomp.
Don't call him Chomp. Stop. Let's talk about Manchester United.
Yep.
Rooney. Okay. We saw him at preseason last year.
Yep.
Against Manchester United against the MLS All-Stars in New Jersey. He was by far the hardest worker on the pitch that day.
What happened?
What happened to Wayne Rooney? Where is he now?
He's smoking.
He smokes. He smokes 2 packs a day. He drinks beer nonstop.
Yeah. Well, apparently he asked United to clarify those remarks and basically state that he didn't ask to leave, but he wants out.
He wants out. He's a bad influence on younger players, always constantly asking to leave. And I think his best days are behind him.
So where does he want to go? London?
I think, first of all, I would love to see him at Chelsea too.
No.
Nah, that'd be nice.
I don't think that's going to happen, but I can see him in London, where there's more beer and drinking and parties than at Manchester.
Like Arsenal?
Yeah.
Tottenham. He's going to have to go to a big club that can afford him.
Well, it's going to be Chelsea or Arsenal. I don't think he'd end up at Tottenham. Look, I don't see him doing that.
Look, Wayne Rooney was my favorite player, and he's like Nani now. And what he does is this. He got to the top. He's one of the best players in the world, and then he stopped working hard.
Yes.
He thinks that his talent alone is enough to keep him at the top, and it doesn't work that way because you're the top, the king of the mountain, and here comes the young guys biting at the heels. They want the starting spot. And you got Danny Welbeck. You got Chicharito.
Kagawa took a huge hit at Rooney's playing time, basically.
Yeah.
Last season.
And I would start him.
Oh, me too.
Every
game.
And he's got the potential. He's already bagged a hat trick that one game. He was amazing.
Yeah.
I thought Kagawa could have been better this year, but either way, I don't think Rooney starts over him anymore.
Well, it doesn't matter. He's not staying. I'm pretty sure he's going to go.
Well, I wish he would stay, and then Ronaldo would show up, and you'd have the 3 Rs: Rooney, Ronaldo, RVP.
That would be ridiculous.
God. Can you imagine those?
But that's if Rooney was start working hard again.
Yeah.
I want to see him at Arsenal. To be honest with you, I don't want to see him at Chelsea.
He's not going to go to Arsenal because they can't afford him. Well, they
whatever.
can afford him, but they won't. They're too cheap.
Maybe. I'd like to see him there.
What about Nani? What happens to Nani? Cash in on Nani?
I don't think so. I think he's going to stay.
I think they should cash him in. Cash in Nani. They just bought a right back, Varela, this 20-year-old defender from Uruguay.
That nobody ever heard of?
Nobody ever heard of. He played one competitive match in Uruguay, and he's gone. They stole him.
Is his middle name Bebe? God.
Oh, man. Manchester United is getting Zaha, too. So I don't even know if there's a place for Nani anymore. Just send him out to Russia so he can collect paychecks.
Which is all we want.
Yeah. Sit on the bench, cuddle nice and cuddly and under a blanket like Hulk did last year. Remember Hulk? All he did last year was sit on the bench and cuddle in a little warm blanket.
Well, that's why you go to Russia.
That's all. And then you collect the oil paychecks.
That's it.
So good luck, Nani, in Russia.
I'm excited to see Garay coming from Benfica to United. I think it's going to happen.
It's not a done deal yet.
I think it's going to happen though.
What about him? I don't know much about Garay.
He's only probably the best central defender in the Portuguese league last season. I'm not kidding.
Stop it. Well, then why did Real Madrid get rid of him?
Because he wasn't getting playing time. You got to play your Ramos.
That's true.
You got to play your Ramos.
Yeah, Ramos
for some reason, he's amazing.
And then the new kid, Varane.
And so they kicked this guy out basically and gave him to Benfica, and Benfica said thank you very much, and turned him. Didn't really turn him. I mean, the guy is just talented, and he's going to fit right in at Manchester.
What is he? Strong, good in the air? Does he score goals? Or?
He score goals up front, and he's really strong, and his positioning in the back is just phenomenal.
Is he fast? Because you got Rio Ferdinand. Who's better, Rio Ferdinand or Garay?
He's faster than Rio Ferdinand.
That's good.
He's twice as fast as Rio, 3 times as fast as Rio Ferdinand.
No, he's not.
At least he's, in my opinion, better than Pepe. Because he doesn't have the stomping abilities,
Pitbull mentality,
and the drop kicking people in the back kind of stuff. He doesn't do that. He's a clean player. I think United fans are going to be happy with him if he comes, for sure.
I think the Premier League is going to be pretty strong next year. One of the standouts from the Confederations Cup is Paulinho from Brazil. He's strong. He scored a couple of goals. But, this is the exact kind of player that Arsenal needs.
Yep.
But why doesn't Wenger believe in strong players?
I don't think Wenger...
It's the Premier League, Wenger.
He can't do anything. It's not his call. He's not allowed to spend money. He's not allowed to spend $20 million on one player. He's allowed to spend $20 million on 3 really crappy, regular... players. They basically say, here's your money, and you got to split it between 5 players.
Do they even have a forward?
Yeah, who do they have? The French guy is Giroud?
No, they're all French.
Well, yes, that's a good point.
No, they have Podolski. Podolski's not bad, but he I don't know. I don't know what happened to him last year. He wasn't as good as I thought he was going to be.
Well, Chamberlain, is he a forward? Is he a winger?
No, he's not a forward. No, he's a winger.
Theo Walcott.
Oh,
he plays about half the time.
Yeah, if he plays.
Yeah. No, but they have the most amazing striker ever, Shamak.
Ugh.
Is he still there?
No, they got rid of him. They just got rid of him.
You know who's on the payroll?
Rid of everybody.
You know who's on the payroll still? Bentner. He's still on the payroll. Oh, yeah? I wonder if he comes back.
Oh, they got rid of Arshavin.
Yeah. Oh God.
You like him?
I think they paid somebody to take him. I wouldn't be surprised. Here, please take this guy.
Oh man,
he's the worst.
Instead of getting guys like Hulk and Paulinho, and which it's fun, but they're never going to win the Premier League because the Premier League you need heart, power, and hustle, and you got to play in the snow. And these guys are too weak.
Well, Arsenal has absolutely no chance of being in the top 4.
Wow,
none.
Really?
This season,
can't wait to do our Premier League predictions.
Yeah, we're going to be doing that in a couple of weeks, but there's no way. I don't care who they get. Knowing their history and knowing how much money they do not spend, they're not going to break into the top 4 this season.
Let's let the transfer season finish up a little bit.
Yep.
Close out a little bit. Then we're going to do our Premier League predictions. Can't wait for that. So you can tell Arsenal fans that they're going to finish 6th.
Yep.
If the Premier League table had been tallied since December, Arsenal would have finished champions.
Yeah.
Or second.
Okay, that's because the other club stopped trying. I mean, look at Manchester City. Were they even playing?
Yeah, Nasri. I mean, these guys, they're just going through the motions. They just want to collect a paycheck.
Yep.
They don't have any heart.
Nope. But it's, we'll talk more about what we think is going to happen next season in a couple of weeks.
Great. You can now reply to us or share your podcast by recording your own voice right through our website at the touch of a button. Let us know what you think, upper90studios.com.